Hello there, it is Monday, September 15th. Got a couple puzzles, let's get started. Easy Pips from Heidi Irwin, nice straight line. What are we doing? 1 and 5 probably. Double fours, the blank and the 1 and the, yeah. No. Uh-oh. 1, it has to be 1 and the 5. So that's 4. 4 and the, okay, blank and 3. There it is. There it is. All right. Moving up. Ooh, kind of staggered lines, or I'm going to say that's an elephant. Let's see. So if we got some triples, a bunch of triples, but if I'm wondering about placement of tiles. So these 1s and 2s are going to be staggered across 2 tiles. So that 2 is going to make from a 2 blank, except it would have to be like 2 blank, or it can't be actually like that. It has to. So you have to put a double. You have to have a double tile. So it's going to have to be double 6s, 2s, or 1s. So those are all the choices. They're all going to actually notch in these places. So like if we did this, then this would have to be a 1-5, which we don't have. So it's not going to be the triple 1s. If we did a 2, no, wait, we got another thing, so never mind. It could be a 1, 2, and then a 4, which we don't have, but it could be a 1 blank and a 6, so that's also an option. If we did the 6s though, then we'd have to do 6-3, which would be 3-5, so that's doable. If we do the 2s, then 2 blank or 2-1, 5 or 6, yeah. There's some options there. Let's go with that idea of the 6s. Go there. That uses some things up. If we put the 2s here, then that would be 2 blank, 1, 1, 1. Ooh. So all, yeah, this has to go here. It would be 1 blank and 2, 1. Yeah. That looks like that works. Nice. Okay, and the toughest one, kind of a blob. So I think it's a line, turns into an elephant, and then maybe the elephant sits down, or just kind of a big blob. But that's huge. 63, my goodness. That is one big number, and a 1 something. So that 1 something is a 2. 1, 2, or a 1, 5 stick in there. And we got, okay, so actually both the 1s are spoken for. And the 6, there's only 1 6, so that's 6, 5. That's our little inroad there. We could do a double 0. We actually have to do a double 0. 4, all the 4s are spoken for, so no. 1, 4, 2, 3, oh, there's a lot of 4s. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like, okay, so actually, definitely by design, there's going to be a lot of or a lot of possibilities of how you place the tiles, I think, that would all work. But there are some limitations for the 1s and the 4s. 63 across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But it's actually 16, right? 16 tiles. I wonder if you just go for it. The 4 is interesting. And I'd have to figure out how to add this 63 across 16 tiles. 16, ooh, yeah, that's an interesting number. I wonder if you just go for it. There's a question of whether the 1 what leaves in the 1 and whether the 4 goes. So you could just, we try a double 4 and we put everything else in. And maybe kind of use the thing to add it up for us. So I'm going to guess that it's this. No. And where are we wrong? We're wrong by the count. So I haven't counted it up, but if we swap it up, do we get there? We do. Okay. I feel like that, yeah, that's kind of a cheaty way of just see what sticks. But there weren't too many options. You could do the 4s differently. You could like, okay, stick out the 4s. But there's probably a way to look at that big addition, but that was the easiest way to approach that. Cool. That's a fun one. I think that's the first pips I've seen with such a gigantic number to tackle. All right. Christina, who usually does the strands, is checking out a mini gossip that's dished. You might be prompted to make funny images online. Jiffy or Jiffy. It's an oldie but a goodie. Enthusiastic as a fan. Gossip that's spilled the tea. Billy or Nanny, a goat. Delve into. World's most populous country since 2023. It's probably India. Delve into. Gen AI, okay. Brand in the pest control aisle. Raid. Dirt. Matching item for a groomsman is a tie. Gotcha. Nice. Gen Avid. Nice. Delve deep. And delve being vertical is always nice. Cool. Okie doke. Best thing since sliced bread. Way through a maze. Maybe a path? Say a path. Sandwich, I use a dachshund cookie cutter to shape. A PB&J, more intellectual, brainier. One meaning of A is arrow and ace, arrow. Prepared to hit the ground running employment-wise. Key used to switch targets in some computer games. Tab. Employee who may staff a career fair booth. Hirer. Was it best thing since sliced bread? We're slicing up bread. To read. And eed. And add. And D. I like that. Hirer. Part of Q. Era? Hawaii State Fair. The Nene. Something Falls, border town with an Underground Railroad Heritage Center. Is that Niagara? Underground Railroad Heritage Center. Cool. NBC Universal, parent company of Peacock? Yeah. Whimper, cry, job ready. Yeah. Author of Golden Child and Love Forms. Not sure. Rice cake made with urad dal. Costa Rica. Citrusy drinks made from Valencia or navel fruits. Orangeades. Neptune's domain. The sea. Paper promos. Something ads. Like many Hafez poems. Tennis match part. It's a set. Point. Game, set, and match. Yep. I realize you may not have time to read my diatribe of a past, so here's the gist. TLDR. Tech exec, a CTO, rice cake, partnership that might span continents. Ooh. A long distance relationship, an LDR, waffles a la mode. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Claire, author, Claire something, TLD. That doesn't seem to work. One meaning, okay, got them both, arrow ace. Uno mas. It's a little messy. Bloke, a gent. Gloating words from a sore winner. Eat it. Monthly ailment for some. Monthly ailment. PMS? Flavorful variety of the food sliced up in this puzzle. Rye. Yes, there's got a lot of flavor in rye. Knee stabilizer. ACL. Have you heard about my circus nightmares? They're intense. Get it? Dad joke. Photographer's option. HDR. Paper promos. Print ads. SLR. Mystical. Oh no, it's Webster. I insist. And that looked okay. Claire. And yeah, this looked bad. Long. Tali? I'm not sure. Yeah. CIO? And long distance for website? Idly. Okay. Idly. That's a cool word. Didn't know that one. You eat the sliced bread by the slice, yep. And it's all the D's are in the same column. Like you're on a cutting board. If I have to nitpick, it's gorgeous. I love the idea of sliced bread. Maybe you're left-handed, and I would slice from the right side. But I love the idea that it goes to read, eed. In this case, there are like the subletters or they don't make subwords, but still, slicing bread is very cool. I like that. Lovely sliced bread, and also a nice little kind of looks like a guy kind of holding up his arms. Reminds me of the pictograms in the Olympics. Okay. A Monday from the Times by Matthew Stock and Michael Lieberman. Competitor of Denny's and Waffle House, IHOP. Winged horse of Greek myth, Pegasus. No home for Neanderthal. Summer drink that might cause a brain freeze. Icy. A cave. Not another step. Halt. Ingenious fix. Ingenious fix. San Francisco. Elegant solution. Gantz. San Francisco. Why is that Gantz? Above. Over. Popular online brokerage. E-Trade. Brings into the family. Ads. Drench. Soak. Adorn. Adopt. Hotel discounts for conventioneers. Rates, Gantz, maybe not elegance. One-dimensional in math, linear. One-dimensional? A red cross for the American Red Cross, the logo. Make a choice, opt, Apple tablet, iPad. Say, oh my god. Stinky smell. Reason for teens to rent a limo. Prom. Make less tight. Loosen. Double click as a file open. Something change, a measly amount. Chump change. Headwear for a monarch, a crown. 3 squared, 9. Alternative to an iron in golf, the wood. Pungent round deli order. Onion bagel. Vietnam's Hanoi onion bagel. Starting alphabet quartet A, B, C, D. Yeah, part of the body with a lobe, ear. Uncommon, rare. Edgar Degas. Common or common word. Crane. Practical joke, a gag. Degas. Big crowds, yeah, arena, okay. Brief appearances by A-listers in films. Something roles in Baltimore. Giants, we're missing an eye there. And stone, relic inscribed in 3 languages. Rosetta Stone. Does some summing. Ads. CPR administering crew for short. EMTs. Pop Tart. Breakfast pastry 36 inches. A yard. Coaching axiom suggested by there's no I in team. There's no I in team. Out of battery juice. Dead. That's the Orioles. Hippie t-shirt technique. I-E-Y. Magic Johnson's real first name. Special trip away from the house. An outing? Shellless gastropod. Common time for lunch. Noon. Let me square up later. IOU. Slug. Item on a mechanic's belt. A tool. Ins. Really? Is it? Echelons. Tiers. Zoom call VIPs. It's like admins or hosts. Brain rot, low quality internet what each letter in Roy G. Biv represents. A color. Etch. Winter hours. Shoe. EST. Bright choices for artists. Something neon pastels. Pastels. Location. Site. What security? Clearance grants access. Brief appearances by A-listers in films. Cameo roles. Prompted on stage. Cued. Cracker often eaten with chowder. Saltine. Magic Johnson's Ford Explorer and Honda CRV SUVs. Irvin. So I. Skips as a syllable. Elites or totem pole. Kalua, 1 of 18 a hole. Elides. Pirates, yes. Hotel discounts. Bank robbery, a heist. Knee part commonly, that's the ACL. Which we had. Neps. Yeps. Opposite, nope. Way too uptight. Its capital is Accra. Ghana. Spies info gathering mission. Recon. Group rates. Bright choices for artists is oil pastels, yes. And Hebrew name meaning high. Eli. And anal. Nice. Nice. So the Giants, the Pirates, the Orioles, and there's no I in team. There isn't. That's a problem. But I would say, and they might say that in their little word plays, it's an elegant solution. Oh, look at that. Kind of painting the statues for the Oscars, but like the big statues that they put as decoration. Wow. ingenious fix. With pirates circled, the coaching axiom represent the names from the cities. Yep. So it's Gants rather than Giants. Prates. Orals. Yeah. Nope. Ads. Oil pastels. Yeah. Rosetta Stone. Rot. I expect we'll be seeing similar versions of the clue in the future, considering that Oxford English Dictionary recently declared brain rot its word of the year. Cool. Albert York, yeah. Yeah. Happy solving and go Cubs. Nicely done. Okay, that's very cool. Last thing to attempt is Anna Sheckman. She always does devilishly tough ones. Over at the New Yorker. Give it a go and then see if we can turn on the helper. But let's give it a try. 1970 Robert Altman comedy that Pauline Kael called the sanest American movie of recent years. Robert Altman. 1970. A comedy. Director John with a namesake trophy at the Independent Spirit Awards. Independent Spirit Awards. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, pass. Like no, nope, or no. Title role in a classic German silent film. The thing that came to mind was Nosferatu, but I don't think that might not be a German silent film. Balance Beam? Second World War battle regarded as a turning point for the Allied powers. Second World War. I'm probably not going to get it. The Second World War and a turning point. Nope, I'm mixing up all my battles. Comic book artists sometimes. Comic book artist. It could be a writer, or I was thinking writer, but platform featuring works by auteur filmmakers. Mubi. Wow, haven't seen. Nicely done. Way to include Mubi. Tweak. No, so amend. Robert Altman. The Mask, but yeah. Sanest. Comic book artist. And in. Campy performance by Deborah Paget in Fritz Lang's The Indian Tomb. Most pre-20th century deliveries. So the thing that came to mind immediately was deliveries was like delivery of food, but it could also be deliveries of babies. For babies it could be cesarean, but home births? No, pre-20th century. Okay, home births? Yeah, so pre-20th he wouldn't be getting like DoorDash. I guess I was thinking of some idea of deliveries, but maybe home births. Yeah, maybe. Entries in red. Debits? That doesn't feel right. Foe, enemy. Rival? Could be rival. And that would be debits. Boat brand for water skiers and wakeboarders. A boat brand. Like some decisions. Split? No. Taking the plunge. Diving in. Whoops. Vegan gelatin substitute. Irritate with on. Grate on? Grate on? It's like some just snap decisions. Okay. Boat brand. Yeah. Agar. Yeah. Name from an Ottoman honorific. Yeah. Trivial Pursuit category. Ooh. Ooh. Elizabethan or Jacobean. Those are ages, right? Can't be performance. Inter? Comic book artist sometimes. The Inker. Sneak. Mash. Yeah, what was that? The sanest American movie. Yeah. Snake. No, it's not Sneak. Snake. Can't be performance in the Indian. Snake. Tigo. Approach to upbringing that dissuades upbraiding. Upbringing that dissuades upbraiding. So upbraiding, that feels like hair, but I'm not sure what those words mean. Let's try going up here. Makings of a hero. Salami. Lurie, who won the Pulitzer Prize for the novel Foreign Affairs. Stooge brother with bangs. Mo. Rapper Staples. Lurie. Director John. Title role in a classic, Second World War. And it's battle, so probably wouldn't be battle, or battle didn't fit there, or Ellie the elephant and Sky the lioness. Okay. Not a lot of help there. Brand of toaster treat. Ooh, crud. Could be Eggo. You put those in the toaster. Sharp in a way. Like keen. Or hone. Sharpen. Ballpark figures. It's, RBIs. Don't know my figures very well. We'll say RBIs. That doesn't look. Cookie Monster's real name. Quote unquote. C? His name's C? Director John. Title role in a classic German silent film. Second World War. Yeah, gonna need some help on that. Avian producers of Songs of Death and in Richard III. Avian producers. Songs of Death. So like a bird. And it's plural. Probably. Symbol. Like Blackpink's Lisa by Origin. Is she Thai? A sign? Approach to upbringing that dissuades upbraiding. Upbraiding, not upgrading. Okay. Got into as a bag of chips. Tore in. I like diving in, but got into as a bag of chips. Tore open. Yeah. Instruction to one getting a back tattoo, say. Lie still? Perfect score or half a score. Perfect score. I guess I was thinking a 10. half a score would be? Why would that be a 10? Not sure. Homer's Wine Dark Sea takes off the market. Not just removes, but recalls. Belgian modernist James. Going to come to mind is James Joyce. I don't think that's right, though. Reach followers in real time. Reach followers in real time. Reach followers in real time. So, like, you have followers like social following, and you reach them in real time. It may be brushed on non. Ooh, like Guy. Persistent irrational thoughts in slang. Clasped. Held. Washington Post. Ooh. This rule, something underrated. Keep your family and business completely separated. Is so, maybe? I don't know those lyrics. Give a facelift. Christmas carols. Noels. I'll say is so. And redo? Careens around. Careens. Chip like lashes, or chef and cookbook author Yotam Ottolenghi. Wow, that's a great addition. That's a beautiful word, beautiful name. Belgian modernist James. Yeah. Wow, I like the Ottolenghi inclusion, and Mubi so far. Homer's Wine Dark Sea. I think we have exhausted the acrosses. Snaked. KP Performance. The Snake Day. Some old media. They could be on a VHS, or they could be on CDs. Some old media. Word with house or school. House, school, school something, or something school. Home school. Home house. A racket. That could be a scam, or a racket, like you could hit something with a racket. We'll say scam. Lurie. Rapper Staples. Cookie Monster's real name. C? Is his name C? Director John. Yuck. Boat brand for water skiers, wakeboarders. Tygo or something? Careens around ship. Rural route, perhaps. Rural route. Like you have a route, like some sort of trail, or a avian producers, like O, with an O. Yeah, I like the O. Ottolenghi. Avian producers of songs of death. Owls. Rural route. Could be a lane. Approach to upbringing. Something parenting. Whiplashes. Nice. Belgian modernist. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Montagne covering. Oh, crud. Tear open? Nuage, right? Is that French for snow? Nuage? Homer. Aegean? Is that the one that they get wrong in The Glass Onion? I think that's how I would clue it. That's the Aegean Sea. Oh, it is. It is. I'd have to remember what that is. What's this? I forget the sea that he gets it incorrectly. Miles Braun is an idiot. Luxembourg, who wrote The Accumulation of Capital. Mononym, mononymous set designer for the Ziegfeld Follies. I'm going to say Aegean Sea. Approach to upbringing that dissuades upbraiding. Something like helicopter parenting, but upbringing. Some sort of upbringing, something parenting. So that could be Taiga, Taigo, Tiggy, something, Eppley, Snake. Dang. Name for an Ottoman honorific. Trivial Pursuit. With a G. Games, or might have to call it, but there's some great stuff. I hope it's Aegean. And I'm not gonna get that. Give a facelift. Like Botox or remodel? Okay, I haven't done all the downs. Let's try this section. Bleak. This is bleak. It's sad. It's actor Peters. A role that was more difficult than most people might think, per George Lucas. It's like Yoda or C. Leia or Han Solo, Chewie, George Lucas. Difficult that most people might think. C-3PO with a 3? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe. I kind of like that. Arid. Like dry? Sec? Or... Reduced weight. Org for residence. HOA. Yellowstone setting. Okay, I'm gonna call it. Turn on the helper. Boom! Look at all that red. Ellie the elephant. Mammoths? No. Not RBIs, it's something else. Ellie the elephant and Sky the lioness. Nope. Not nuage. Tor open. Nej. It is, yes, okay. Aegean is E? Aegean Sea. I gotta look up that section. Mediterranean Sea? That's the Aegean Sea. Takes off the market. No. D. Bleak. Dire. Evan Peters? Okay, that was just a guess. Reach followers in real time. Live stream. Ha 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 ha. Nice. Org. The American AAA? AMA? AMA, I'm not sure why though. Yellowstone setting. Arid. Cell. Sandy. Cell. They might be first on the agenda briefly. Intros. Yes. Lest we forget. Quaint contraction. D. Posts? Takes off the market. Market for dating? Market for purchases? D. Posts? No. D. Lists. Yes. Quaint contraction. Tis thee? A role that was more difficult. Leia. Yes, okay. Had that mixed up. What did I have it as? Recalls. Yeah. Leia. Agreed, that is a tough role. Reduce weight. Let. Persistent irrational thoughts. Worms. Brainworms. Sir. Tisno. Aw. LB. LBs. Yes. Washington Post. Tiza? Tisnu, Tisney, Sir MS, Minnesota? Yellowstone setting. Washington Post. Senate. Tisn't a Senate seat. MST. Oh, like time. And sear. I'm not sure about why that is. Ada or Trivial Pursuit. Snake, yeah. Okay, help me out. Snake Dance. Okay. Pantle parenting? Antle parenting? Mantle parenting. No. Dissuades upbraiding. Is upbraiding like braid of your hair? No. What is upbraiding? Hannah. Okay, give me another one. Asha? No. Aha? Whoops. Alha? Okay. Come on. Gentle parenting? Upbraiding. Upbraiding is, reprove, sharply, reproach, scold. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Upbringing and upbraiding. Gorgeous. And geography. Lurie. Ellie the elephant. Mammoths. Staple. Sharp. Keen. Hone. Sharp. In a way. Pointy. Ouch. Ballpark figs. Cookie Monster. C is for cookie. Sal. Cell. Director John. Some old media. VHS. Or tape. Or word with house or school. School. House. Old school. Old house. No. Okay. Give me one. Art school. Art house. Yes. Second. Stalingrad. Cookie Monsters is Sid. Cookie Monster. Sid Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster took his official state. Do you know? Yeah, his name is Sid. Interesting. Why is it called Sid? I wonder the origin of that. Okay. Title role in a classic German silent film. John Rapper. Sharp. Ballpark figures. Like something other than like a stat. CDs. Doctor. Silent film. Dr. I'm not seeing it. Dr. Lurie. Cassidy. Allison Lurie, who won the Pulitzer Prize for Foreign Affairs. Okay. Ellie Elephant. Skyline. Maston. Rapper Staples. and Dr. Calligrini? Calligrani? Sharp pear? Darn? Nope. Cassavetti? Sharp is Terry? Eras? Ballpark figures are eras. ERAs? Vince? And mascots. Sky the Lioness. Oh. Oops. Nope. What is the last one? Redo and Ensor. Wow. What is the section of it's look into the center of this glass onion. Miles Braun is an idiot. And then it's something, and then it's not the Aegean Sea, it's something else. That's the Aegean Sea. Oh, it is. Like, what's the one that he mistakes it as, I thought? I forget. I'd have to look it up, but he points out that is the Aegean Sea. It's like, oh, it is. It is. It's so dumb. So dumb. It's brilliant. No, it's just dumb. Fantastic. Okay. Maybe in the future I'd love to use Aegean. It's a beautiful word. And I didn't know that's how you spelled that, so that's good to know. But that's how I would spell it. Or that's how I would clue it, somehow, that quote. It's beautiful, but Wine Dark Sea, that's good to know that it's in Homer's writings, yeah. And Ottolenghi. Ugh. What a beautiful, beautiful set of letters to include. Fantastic. Well, a little too tough for me, but so glad filled it in. Mubi. I love that Mubi got in there. They got some lovely stuff that they're putting out. Homebirth, Snake Dance. Wow. Great stuff. Great stuff all around. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.